Does on-call time count as working time for overtime? Imagine being on call and wondering if you should be paid for that time. It's a common question in labor law, especially when it comes to overtime rules. Let's break down what the law says about on-call time and whether it counts as work hours. When you are on call, it means you need to be available to work if called. This could involve carrying a company phone, staying close to the workplace, or being reachable within a short time. The key question is how much control the employer has over your time while you are on call. The Fair Labor Standards Act, which sets rules for minimum wage and overtime in the United States, guides this. If your on-call time restricts your activities so much that you cannot use that time freely, then it is considered work time. For example, if you must stay on the employer's premises or within a certain distance, that time is usually counted as hours worked. On the other hand, if you are free to leave the premises and use your time as you wish, even if you must respond to calls within a certain period, that on-call time generally isn't considered work hours. Courts look at how much your movements are restricted and whether you can use the time for personal activities. If you are required to carry equipment like a pager or phone and respond quickly, that can make the time compensable. The Department of Labor and courts evaluate each case individually, considering restrictions and how quickly you need to respond. Employers should clearly define their policies about on-call time and communicate pay arrangements in writing. They need to track on-call hours carefully because these hours can count toward your total hours worked in a week. If they don't pay for on-call time that qualifies as work, it can lead to legal issues. In summary, on-call time counts as working time for overtime if your ability to use that time freely is significantly limited. If you are free to do what you want, with only minimal restrictions, then that time usually doesn't count as hours worked. Employers should analyze each situation carefully to stay compliant with labor laws and avoid wage and hour violations.